Hi, my God-given name is Ariel Isaiah, and I'd like to talk with you about the first book of the Holy Bible, Genesis. And sure, we all know a Genesis as the beginning of something, even in a non-biblical sense. But using God's terms so casually, we miss how loaded the actual book of Genesis actually is. Some people think it is all about chapter 1 because that's when heaven, earth, plants, animals, astrology, oceans, and the sky was created. But no, the book of Genesis is actually 50 chapters long, and the book itself chronicles over 11,000 years in just the first 6 chapters, okay? And I got the number 11,000 simply by adding up the lineage in chapter 5 alone. Like, imagine how many centuries I missed. And then God starts everything over. The world begins again. And although most people lived less than 500 years after that, still, a significant amount of time passes before Abraham's adventures begin. And although Noah had great faith, we can safely say that faith, as an important factor to God, had its new beginning with the calling of Abraham. Because right at the start, before his name was even Abraham in chapter 12, God tells Abraham to move along to a new place, and Abraham didn't question it at all. Abraham believed all those nice things God said about him and moved forward toward the future that God had planned out for him. Abraham moved on faith. And I want to talk about that some more, but this essay, if you want to call it that, is about the beginnings. So let's see what else began in Genesis, shall we? Okay, and then one of my favorite people showed up in Genesis 2. I won't say that Melchizedek began in Genesis, but he first showed up there, and it brings a smile to my face whenever I read that part because he's so amazing. And if you don't know, Melchizedek is a priest of God, okay? He's in the same church as Jesus is, you can say. And I'm in that church too, praise God. Oh, and something else that started out with Melchizedek is the start of giving 10% to God, also known as tithing, because Abraham gave 10% to Melchizedek, and in return, Melchizedek blessed Abraham some more. Okay? Something else that started in Genesis was prophetic dreams, as well as hateful siblings. And then, of course, the base of the whole Old Testament, the children of Israel were all born in Genesis, okay? Lastly, one of my favorite things ever also began in Genesis, and that is the instance of Enoch visiting heaven without needing to die first. As I mentioned in a previous video, the Holy Bible displays to us what is possible, as well as alluding to things that are possible, most of which we have not even thought of before. Like anything can happen. Okay? Thank you for listening.